I thought the full version of the walking tour of Rhodes, which I videoed more as a test than anything else, was rather on the long side for the main video. So I decided to do a separate one, which is more or less unedited, just trimmed slightly. And I hope this is useful to anybody who's not been to Rhodes before, because it really is well worth going. I love it. We both do. And I hope that you'll enjoy it too. Right, and here we go. There's Morella Discovery at the port of Rhodes. And here we are in the old town. We've just come through the Virgin Mary Gate, and we were faced with this splendid sight as we came in. It's a beautiful morning. It's a 9:45, and it's a lovely day. So let's go and explore Rhodes Town. You enjoying yourself, Mrs. J?
Yeah.
Oh. It's touristy, not as bad as some, I don't think. Look, quite nice stuff there. I could see Mrs. Canuck shooting off in there for a ferret. We were here just around about 2 years ago, almost exactly, and we loved Rhodes. So when it was one of our ports of call, although we've been here before, we immediately decided this is where we wanted to come and not bother with an excursion. We know that it's a great place to, as my mother would have said, and my gran for that matter, just follow your nose, not have anything particular in mind, just go and see where you end up. This handsome fella. But look at that for a tree. My goodness. Coming in some kind of vines. So we, nothing, but it's a lovely place to just wander, isn't it? This. We'll get into the historic town in a bit, I think. Some nice jewellery in there. Carpets. Like we always say, you never knew there were so many things you didn't want or didn't need until you come to a place like this.
Again, some beautiful jewellery on offer. I think we're getting to the Old Town part now.
And it must have been 7 Scotland time, and she was away running. Aye, because there's a picture of her and my husband saying, here we go, about 9:10.
Yeah.
Our time was 7:10.
That was
And they were
early,
getting ready.
wasn't it?
Oh,
To start running over
well, quite close our roads off at that, so I guess it makes sense.
there. This tiny hole.
Yeah, so there are maps of the city all over the place, really nice detailed ones. And we're just basically going to keep following this around and then turn left. And then go up the hill past the Grand Master's Palace. I think that would be worth seeing. And it is a great place. Love Rhodes. Heartily recommend it to anybody, whether you're here for a day or you're coming to the island for a holiday, because it's gorgeous. Look at that tower over there. I mean, everywhere you look. We have to find something to do with the receiver for these microphones. For once, we're using some microphones I bought, some little wireless lavalier microphones, one each, so we can chat and you can hear us both quite well, but the receiver is just swinging at the moment. I'm sure that's doing the gimbal no favours, having to compensate, but we are using a one-axis gimbal that was recommended from Paul and Carol Lufter Travels Amazon page. Wasn't very expensive, about 30 quid. Looks very well. There are occasions when having a multi-axis one would be nice, but they're about 5 times the price. I'm not sure they're 5 times the value unless you're doing a lot more videoing than we do. But yeah, there's something for everybody, I think. What do you say?
Yeah. Some nice things, actually.
I think that's it. I mean, I love that red dress. I love that red dress there. That's a cracker. Yeah. Wow. Now now we're out of the wind, the sun is really hitting hard. Grief. You have trouble getting that in your suitcase.
Yeah, I doubt it's for sale, actually.
Well,
the big one. And
Not sure what you'd do with it if it was for sale. Somebody on their way home. But yes, we've been here before, and I could definitely see us having another holiday on there as a touristy, yes. What? Not, for the most part, I don't think tourist trash. Certainly not how we remember it from last time. And there are lots of restaurants. We ate in several and found them all the ones we chose pretty good. So everything from a cup of coffee to a beer to a meal. No trouble at all. Well, that appears to be saying 17 centigrade. It doesn't feel like 17 centigrade on the back of my neck, that's for sure. But as you can see, it's immaculately clean. Really is a lovely spot. Real sponges, handbags, cases. There's an awful lot of shops selling cases. Bags, baseball caps. Right, we'll leave you for at least I think we'll reorientate and come back again. Okay, we're now back somewhere more I remember. It's coming up to the Street of the Knights and the Temple of the Grand Master. There are lots of ruins falling over history everywhere you look. Rhodes is a beautiful place. Everywhere you look, there's little alleys beautifully kept. Sponges. Doing a lot of restoration work. They were doing work here as well when we were here before. Do with that, it's going to be impressive. of the little scooters.
That's the scene I always remember. Yeah.
We are now coming up to the street of the knights. There were different orders based on the nationality of the knights, and they all had their own inns. And as you can see from this, we've got Provence, France again, English I think, France again, France was dominant in the order, Italian there, but this is again a very steep street up the hill, and it's worth walking up to have a look. That will take you all the way back down to the harbour, or very close to it. You can just see Discovery's funnel poking over the top of that arch, so you haven't really come very far. That is the Grand Master's Palace Museum, which is superb inside, absolutely superb inside. Worked in there last time we were here, and may well go again later on, depending how the weather holds up. It's forecasting rain this afternoon. There isn't at the moment, we'll keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, Palace of the Grand Master, definitely worth going into. It's fantastic. And then if we go further along this way, we're getting back to where we used to come in when we were staying on Rhodes for a week 2 years ago. We used to come in on the bus from where we were staying, which was very cheap, very crowded. In Britain we'd have seats for 32, standing for perhaps another 12 or 15. Well, you come to Rhodes and you have seating for 32 or whatever, and then you'll have standing for about 85, because they seem to stop at every stop that there's somebody waiting for. It doesn't matter how crammed you are on the bus, you're expected to shuffle up, and if you're not careful you end up standing in the next bloke's pocket. It really is that tight, but it's all good natured. But this little street here, where we used to come in, I'm not sure which street this is. I'm sure you can find it on the map if you wanted to. We used to come in just here from the bus. Through that little right there. Beautifully laid out. As I say, Rhodes Town and the whole area is really nice. Beautifully clean, beautifully kept. Everything about it is just superb. And then we used to walk along here, and there are lots of restaurants and cafes and what have you. And whether you want a cup of coffee and ice cream or a full meal, you can get catered for down here. And all the ones we tried were great. And most important of all, just along here, there are some public toilets. They are chargeable. I think it was about €1, so it's quite expensive. But when you gotta go, as the old saying goes. So yeah, here we are. You can see the sign for it just up here. So that's a very quick look around Rhodes. There's a lot more to it than this. The only thing is, of course, as you walk past the restaurants, they're all desperate to get you in, which is fair enough. You've got to make your pennies. But, yeah. But no, the toilets are, again, all very nice. But yes, you've got to pay to get in, but it's worth it. So, we'll sign off again for now. To be quite honest, my wrist's starting to ache. And maybe see you later. One thing I've got to say is if you come to Rhodes and find yourself inside the defensive ditch, turn around and go back, because it's a long way round, and there aren't many places to get out, so you're walking around here and it can get very warm. It's very nice, but you know, we're standing here over this little bridge and there's no way to get found, so you're in, imagine chasing up there, and then there are very, very few exits from this once you're in it. So no, don't, if you find yourself in something like this, get back and find another way into the city, because you won't thank yourself.